Want more clients? But you're feeling that being an introvert is holding you back? I can help you. I'm Tom Marcoux, the spoken word strategist, and I'm an introvert. I can help you because I've learned with mentors and coaches and training how to get to that number one secret that introverts can use to get clients with ease. Now, a number of people don't know that I'm an introvert because they see me on stage or on video and they go, oh, he does that naturally. Well, the truth is, as an introvert, I've had to have mentors and training and rehearsals. I'm going to share with you this number one secret so that you get clients using your advantages as an introvert. And it's all connected to the first thing I want to share with you, which are the 3 biggest mistakes that stop you from getting clients. Now here's the thing, without refining your script, without coming up with the words that move people's hearts and minds, you fail. To refine that script, coaching is valuable. Getting the ideas, learning what it takes to move people's thoughts and feelings in a direction where they can see that there's a problem and they can see that you are offering a valuable, credible solution full of benefits. And so this is important without coming up with a script, but then refining it. Now, when I say refine, I mean refined and fluid script. Particularly when you're talking with someone, let's say it's over the phone and you have a prospective client on the phone and they get you with one of those tough questions like, oh, I don't have the money now, or I have to wait, or I have to talk to someone. If you have no script on how to respond, what I do with my clients is I basically say you develop these scripts of if, then. If they say this, then I say that. And you come up with at least 2 alternatives so that you can be fluid, but you need a script. And as a side note to this one thing, this big mistake, I'd say you need coaching. No rehearsal. Some people think, I was really amazed. Now I have been directing. I've directed plays and feature films, and I've also been an actor, a performer. I've been so surprised how people think that they can read an idea in a book and then they'll do fine with it when they're in front of an actual live prospective client. No, you need rehearsal. And what rehearsal gives you is fluidity. You can flow with what they say because there are certain ways of saying it that may look good on paper, but when you're right there with that person, you can just tell that they would not relate to certain ideas. You have to have rehearsal to know how to flow when something comes up. If someone says, oh, I don't believe that, do you know how to recover from that? You need rehearsal. Number 3, just as crucial as these other things, is no testing. You know, many of us get tangled up in our notions of what testing is. Testing does not have to be a new big project that you add to your already too busy to-do list and too busy life. Testing can be very simple. You could be talking just with someone and you could find out how they respond to something. Like, you know, just say, I'm curious. I'm wondering how that felt. You know, I'm playing around with these ideas. I'll give you an example. You could even test something with a client that you already have to find out what's really working. For example, I've said this with some of my clients. I've said, when it's appropriate, I'm curious. When did you know that it was a great fit for us to work together? Let me say that again. This is really valuable, this way of testing. Because if you start to find out what's working for you, then that's where you shine. I'm always interested. From the time I was 9 years old and I was directing my first little short film, I've always been interested in getting out that best performance out of the person who's in front of me, the actor, the performer, or if it was a crew person or anybody. How can we have this team member express the best of themselves and make the project, make the situation go well? So, what do you test? You test your questions. You also test how you're able to help the person express themselves about what they really want and also what their current pain is. You also help them express what's most important to them. Now, I developed a process I call choice market testing, and it involves asking questions. The thing I want to close out this particular thing about no testing is there's a lot of people, and I'm for it, go with intuition, but make your intuition informed. You may have the idea, and this is the thing about intuition, it'll give you steps 1, 2, 3, but you might need to have an idea of where you're going, steps 16, 17, 18. But intuition will only give you steps 1, 2, 3. Then you get to step 4, and now you start to see more steps. Testing will help you so that you have confidence. With testing, you get data. I want to talk about that. You see, we should know our numbers. We should know how many calls we make, and we need to know how many people open up our emails. I'll give you, this is a bonus thing. I put all kinds of information into the online course, but here's a bonus thing. It's been found that if you put C video into the subject heading of your email message that goes out to your e-subscribers list, you get often 19% more opens of your email message just by saying C video in the subject heading. And this is why we need data. We need data to find out what's going on in terms of what's working and what's not working. But there's another type of data that I want you to be aware of. And this is why during my online course and when I also work with clients is that I want to know the data that comes from within you. Does this feel right? You see, that's the reason why an online course is better, is because you get to practice with partners and you get to be on the conference call and you get to practice and find out what words work for you as an individual. That's a different type of data. That's an internal data. But if you feel good about the words that you express, I must tell you, I began being known as America's communication coach. But when I discovered these two things, that I am the spoken word strategist and I am an executive coach, those two things put together, that felt so good, so right, so real inside me. We want you to have a similar experience. So let me pull this all together. You see, basically what we have here with these three biggest mistakes is you can have the opposite. See, with a refined script, you will be able to comfortably bring the person to where they need to be so they can make a great decision for themselves by getting what you offer. Now you've learned the three biggest mistakes that stop you from getting clients. Now I can pull it together into this number one secret to help you as an introvert use your advantages and get those clients. We as introverts are great at thinking things through. The difficulty is that we want to do the thinking it through when someone hits us with a tough question, or when something happens in a conversation, or you're on stage and you're thrown off, and then it's very easy for an introvert to get stuck. Here's the solution. The solution is you need to think it through and rehearse it through and develop and use the refined and fluid script. That's what it's about. And that's why I'm so excited that I have this online course, June 11th, and you will be able to apply, because you'll be working with partners, you'll be able to apply what you learn immediately. And this is powerful. The Introvert's Formula to Get Clients. Only $397 with this special offer. Sign up now. Thank you.